was. And Connie Overton, keyboard player, he said to me, Mary won't be in today. And I said, what's new? And then I was expecting my brother to come in, because he used to come in all the time, and then we would have a couple of beers on a Thursday night because it was late opening. And this day Robert didn't show, and then a phone rang, and it was Mary. I said, "How's everything in the shop today?" And I, yeah, it's going well. I think we've done about 120, 130 quid or whatever. At that stage, it was lunchtime. She says, "Is everything okay?" And I went, "Yeah, I'm just a wee bit worried about my bro, because he was supposed to come in, and I haven't seen him and I can't get in contact with him. There's no mobiles back then, like, sort of thing." And she says, "Oh, do you want to speak to him?" And handed the phone to him, and he was lying beside her. The two of them had met in the Deer's Head or whatever the night before, and that became an all-nighter, as strange, can't make contact with my brother. Oh yeah, here, yeah, do you want to speak to him? Brilliant. But back in those days, we had the bands that I was in. I remember, because if you remember a few blogs back, I was telling you about Desi Cassidy, great friend, and how he sorted out the sound at the Wasp concert. And Desi was always, we were inseparable. If there wasn't anything to do with the band, we would get together and have a beer somewhere or whatever. And in actual fact, I remember Desi. There was a great wee band put together by Stevie Murda was in the band. Rob McCulloch, Stevie Murda. I can't remember who the drummer was, but they were a three-piece. But they played blues music and rock, but like sort of Zeppelin rock. Wasn't like. And one time in the Urigal, they'd asked me to get up and do a song, and I got up and I sang "Rock and Roll" by Led Zeppelin or whatever, and they played away, played it brilliant. Great reception at the end of the song. So anytime they were playing, Desi used to bring me along, and then I would get up and do a few songs. Well, a song at the start, but then it became a few songs. So they were playing in the White Fort this night, and Desi, he came over and got me and brought me to the White Fort. The White Fort's in Andersonstown. So I'm from the east, and but I didn't care. I'd already played in the White Fort with Head Over Heels and stuff. So but as a musician back then, the code was you were safe anywhere. So I went over to the White Fort, and I got up, and Desi says, "I can't stay, but will you do 3 songs with the guys?" So I said to Stevie, what songs will I do? And he says, well, he says, right, we'll do Tush by ZZ Top, simple. We'll do Hey Joe, led Jimi Hendrix, and we'll do Rock and Roll, and they were going, it's great, yeah, there's a nice wee set. And we did it. And normally, whenever I did it, I just got up and sang, and everybody's applaud or whatever. But the bar owner came over and he says, "Hey, big lad, you were brilliant. Come on over here," and sat me down at the bar. And he says, "What do you want to drink?" A pint of Carlsberg or whatever. Set it in front of me. Went to and he went, no, you're not paying for any drink tonight." And hold on, he said, get the So he says, you're not paying for any drink tonight, and in actual fact here, and he gave me 20 quid. And I was going, brilliant. So I think I had 3 or 4 pints or whatever, got the 20 quid, and it was time to go. It was everything was finished. Hold on, man. Got messy hair. So I for fuck's sake, I can't. And the bar owner said, right, I've got a taxi organised for you to take you home. Back then it was like 11:30 or whatever finishing. So they said goodbye to the band, said bye bye to everyone. You know, everyone's, hey, big lad, brilliant, brilliant, see you again. Hopefully sometime soon. So I got into a taxi, and drove back over. I was living in Knocknagonie at the time. So pulled up, and then I said to the taxi man, thanks very much. I really appreciate that. And he went, can I go up to your house with you? You know, and I went, do you need to do a pee? You know, he says, no, I have to make a phone call. And I went, of course you can, not a problem. So up the steps into the house, Margaret, I'm back, okay, all right. Taxi man's just gonna make a phone call here. That's fine. Make sure he leaves 20p. But she was only joking, like, and he rang the bar to tell them that he got me home safe, which they had insisted on before he could actually go back over to the West Belfast. And I thought that was brilliant. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, it's respect. It's looking after people. It makes you feel really, really privileged to be part of, you know, the music business. When you're entertaining people, it's being appreciated. You know, it's not paying your mortgage or whatever, but you're still getting enough to get by. You get a few beers, you know, and you get something like that happens that really warms your heart, you know. I'm said that a better end on this. So Desi, I was in Emerald at the time, so there was me, Remy, Speedo, Conleth, and Julian was drumming at the time. And we were going to play in a bar, a club, which was pretty close to the Desi's house. It was up at Glen Road. It was a club called the Terry McDermott Club, social club. So it was right beside the Gypsy camp, and not too many bands would go up and play in it, you know. But because we knew Desi very well, we would play in it, and he had got it. He'd got the club up to the point where there was like regular music in it every more or less every week, to the extent where this day he came into me. I was in a rip off, and he says, he says, privileged for Terry McDermott tonight. And I went, why? He says, because back in the early days he just played on like the dance floor. He says, no, I've built a stage.